shooter that can score.
Yeah. Second half OT, 30 move,
A shooter that can score.
Yeah. Okay. But you like you're good to get to the cup.
Yes, it's a shooter.
Something more real quick. How much I got? It's a decent amount. Guess who's back again? What's up? What's up? Why did you do that? These gonna boil. Boil that. That's good enough. Here. Put that right there. Put that on that nice little 5. Excuse me. Add a little piece of butter to that so we get it popping quicker. Damn, come on, motherfucker. Bruh. There you go. I wanted to say, what the fuck wasn't that? Bet. He doesn't even wash his hands after coffee. Oh, shut up. Okay, I'm always making chicken. Hold on, I'll get to these answers in a second to my questions. Hi, everybody. Damn, don't you hate when you wash your hands and you gotta go pee right after? Guess what? I don't wash my hands after I pee. Sometimes. Well, at the house. I want to smoke anyway. Oh shit. I want a piece of toast. I'm gonna make some bread real quick.
But that doesn't count, right? It's a little bit there, so it's a little bit different.
Why we can't get our own awards at the end of the year?
We did it, and not gonna mean shit, but no, I'm not.
That would be fun.
No, nobody gonna give me one. Shit, come get your
We'll
trophy.
give him 5.
And we get trophies, shit, people care.
The
Get your
number one
Nah,
award.
people work there.
Yeah, we could give out like trophies, awards, our own shit. Ship it right to you. Yeah. When they open the package, they can actually respect the award. And they don't.
It'd have to be like
If they
some
don't,
different
we
shit
gonna
going
come
on,
find
like,
you. Let's just start running. You at Summer League.
I don't have a fancy
And this time we gonna start pressing. Hey, where that damn trophy at? We gave you.
I'm looking at him. Proud of
Y'all
him.
did let JJ check, y'all. Lost a lot of respect. Y'all did let JJ check, y'all.
And JJ said, he waved and said, what's up, and kept it going.
JJ said, what's up, niggas?
Indiana, Ben. And I think you got
Stay doing something.
Ben McLemore.
Gang banging on.
Oh, you guys have a good
Ben
one.
McLemore,
Good night.
Gigi.
Gigi
Gigi Jackson. Yeah, I got Gigi Jackson. You know, that's my young boy.
Clay, let me see that be
I don't know what that means. Food, what?
See, but we should give awards that they don't give.
Good evening, guys. I gotta just cooking right now. I gotta make something. I haven't made
You can
anything.
search on Instagram.
That's why you
to
meal
find
prep.
out it's a little too close.
I'm just saying, like, certain awards that we think that people should have, like yeah, we should do.
And when they were giving y'all comeback player of the year, a lot of it was because dudes were, hitting the streets a little too hard,
Ari.
and they coming back from that.
Let's see.
Oh, they were basically saying that
My vote is
He
Ronnie.
thinks chicken is like
during that
it's
stretch.
like a woman or okay.
Great job.
No, okay.
Chet.
Check. I can't wait for Bronny to do work this year.
Like Chet. I'm just saying Chet.
Like-
Like, I'm just saying
What's
Chet.
up?
All-star that's not an all-star that
Always
can just
hungry.
make a big ass impact.
Is Melo Ball or
What do y'all think about Cade Cunningham? No.
maybe. I like him.
But that's the problem is he's already good, right? I mean, the team is bad. He's good, right? The shit he does is he's nice as fuck. It's just that the team is bad. So if he that's what I said. So if he did the same thing last year,
Yeah,
they
perfect
won,
genetics, I
they
can't
made
lie.
it to the playoffs.
Well,
I mean,
that's why I'm making sure I have it with the right kids. I mean, have it with the right kids. Have kids with the right
So
person.
comeback player of the year, like
Comeback
most improved.
But that's
same
Like right now, it's kind of like most improved because they gave Paul
This
George
is somebody
most improved after.
Long time no see. I know where you been. Where you been hiding at? India, what's up?
He's starting now, and he's gonna be playing big, and he can make a big ass impact.
Pox.
Okay.
And then he's like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Alright, let's see.
You know them 1 years where like Ramon Sessions come out of nowhere and like, oh shit.
Remember that Ramon Sessions? Not rest up. Let's say rest.
a great poker.
He looked
He's a legend.
nice.
Man, out of nowhere.
My
Legend.
threshold for legend is very, very low, but I respect everybody. Anybody who got more buckets than me is a legend in my book. About 5 times.
I mean, shit, we got one.
It's probably gonna be hot as hell outside. I mean, obviously.
All right, man.
Come on.
That is our show for today.
That's okay.
Rashad, we appreciate
All right.
you sending the question in. Make sure
But you want to
Lemon Daddy.
I need to get a stand that has both for the phone and iPad. Cause I hate walking around with both of these shits.
Gabe
So
Vincent.
you gonna break out your.
Jay Benson, what?
You calling him by his real name, Bill. That's
What's up?
right there.
I'm really holding bread.
Hey, yo, Denzel
He
Washington
gets the
or
bonus and
Samuel
I'm gonna
Jackson?
call his name.
I mean,
What did he say?
Denzel Washington or Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel Jackson got a lot of.
He got the most
Hold
movies.
on, think
Wait,
about
what
that
was the
now.
statement that was?
What better actor? What career would you rather have?
Who?
Denzel.
Between who?
Samuel Jackson and Denzel Washington?
Denzel.
Just asking. Samuel's in a lot of shit.
Samuel is, but he was also in a lot of shit.
Good luck.
Y'all see Samuel Jackson?
He was just taking roles. It seemed like
No, Samuel has a lot of
Trey, are you crazy?
movies. Like he has a lot of movies.
I ain't gonna lie, I was watching Deep Blue Sea this weekend.
Yeah, Samuel got a lot of movies.
I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. But
you know what I'm gonna bring one.
yeah, but you could be.
Some bullshit. Denzel don't have no bullshit.
Like, like Samuel is like, he's like 10.
Snakes on the Plane was fire.
Yeah, but
I didn't even see it all, but I heard it's fire.
I'm just saying.
Samuel is like 10 for 45 with 45 points.
See what my chicken doing. That's good. That's really do his thing. Put my bread on. Up in. Turn this on. I gotta throw that away. Boost it away. You gotta do it for
He
me.
played with God. With Bruce Almighty.
Boost Almighty is fire.
His first movie in 1961, you're like, yeah, he 45.
We have to chat Samuel L. or Denzel. 61% right now are saying Denzel.
Yeah.
It's like it's Denzel versus Will Smith and Samuel versus Morgan Freeman.
Denzel versus.
Ooh.
That's Samuel. It's Denzel versus Al Pacino.
Damn, nobody like.
fire. Yeah, has Denzel ever been in a funny movie? That's the question. I would love to see Denzel in, like, as a comedian, like a comic relief. That'd be something different. Bitch was my shit. That's my favorite Will Smith movie ever. Yeah. You can watch that anytime.
People didn't like about it. I liked it. I liked it.
What's up? What's up? Brazil. TWS, Camp Campos. What's up? What's up? Selma. Excuse me. What's going on? What you doing? That's out my face. I might just switch to the iPad. Well, let's see what we got. Something in my head.
Well, it takes, yeah, they back in jail. But what's really that point was that they charged hardly new additional stuff. So you know what?
Look at me.
No.
You like Andrew Tate? No. I would never be no.
That's just not the way police
Not how you outfit, no
especially
shit.
not ones on this government scale. You look at the FBI builds a case for 4 or 5 years before they charge someone. And when they charge you, best believe they bring the whole fucking roof down. That's why generally governmental charges from like big organizations like the FBI, things like that always stick. Is because they do a lot of investigating.
Home. I am home.
And what ends up happening
My
with
new
a
one.
lot of like criminal organizations, which is what their alleged criminal case part of, is that when they pull on one thread, all of a sudden they start finding different threads. And they find like, oh, organized crime, tax evasion, tribe, whatever it might be. That's why, irrespective of how you feel
Oh
about the
no.
investigation, these things take
Don't ask me no shit like that with Young Dolph is your bitch before.
That's why they're saying
Shiesty King, Shiesty King. Nah. We used to ask that question back in the day. Would you let Michael Jackson hit for like 10 seconds? Yo. And I always said no.
they generally do the
I don't
things
do
the same
that.
way. When they run a RICO on you boys, okay? When they're trying to take out a criminal organization, the process is slow. It is slow and long, but they don't get your ass.
The fuck?
You said that like they were running a train. It feels like it feels because they're running over 20, 30 people. So if you're unaware, Andrew Tate, right, everyone's favorite sex offender, is facing a tremendous amount of jail time. That's what he is, man. You have to remember.
I'm about to just take over for him. Ozzy, what's up? What's up? Assassin Sniper.
Is the fact that you're being alleged of traffic.
Oh, no, I'm not gay. I'm not bisexual either. I'm just a straight man that understands because I went to the Navy and I was around a lot of people. And I love every one of my friends, regardless if they transitioned, if they're gay, they're bisexual, figured out that they were. I don't care. I love you and I don't give a fuck what you are. So I can do that in the world too. That's how I feel, man. That's always love. I'm just really aggressive. Like I'm a very stern, but I like to have fun too. So like, don't think that I'm like mad. People tend to think that I'm always mad about something. I'm not. I'm just passionate about what I'm talking about. My son looks nice.
I asked around my other friends and my classmates who were also between 16 at the time, and a couple of them also told me they received messages.
What? Yo, bro, come on, man. Yo, listen.
Kind of a network of young girls.
That's nasty, bro.
Welcome to the best ring on earth. I want a virgin wife at 16 who's no baby. That's what I want. You know, you said it looks like I'm in a teenage girl's bedroom. To some, I mean,
Yeah, same as the Marines. Yeah, nah, I love my guys. I love everybody. Marines, Air Force, everybody. I love everybody. But I really have a special place for the Navy because it seems to be the spot where it's coming from the most. So I want to make my own. Let me turn this down. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to become global. I'm trying to get all around the world with fitness. And then what I'm really trying to do with that fitness, the money and the revenue and the attention and all that, what I want to do is make everybody fall in love with fitness. But then that also can translate into a love language. So there's a lot of places that where people run miles, they run marathons, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's like a hookup spot, bro. And it's in San Diego, like here, or California, because it's clearly nice. And yeah, we can get more veterans into that. We can get more, civilians into that, and then it's a good way for people to transition, especially being in the military. You can be depressed with a lot of idle time, so if you start working out, it can help your mental. That's what kept me sane. Good morning, good afternoon to you, Mr. UFO. But yeah, it could keep a lot of people sane. So I feel like if I do this, show my body, do whatever I gotta do, I don't give a fuck. It's to protect the people that are coming out of the service and people putting them, hopefully drawing more attention to civilians on how to speak to us and, be around us and understand that we're not, just because we're aggressive or we're passionate about what we're talking about, that we're not trying to take your head off. We don't sign to kill people. We sign to help not get killed. A lot of times. So I'm still listening to all the policies and everything and what's going on, what everybody's trying to say, what they're so as we'll see as we get closer. I don't know exactly who I'm gonna vote for. I'm not against Trump. I'm not against Kamala. I'm open-minded. I'm also looking at RFK. So I'm into it, man, and my podcast got me into it. I would never sit there and listen to that stuff on the news, really. But the podcast that I listen to, the hip hop podcast, the Joe Rogan, blah, 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 everybody says their opinion, and I could just be the fly on the wall while I'm stretching, working out, hanging out with y'all, and I'm learning, and also forming my own opinion. So that's what I have been doing, rebuilding my body, relearning everything, and just trying to bring people together with fitness, with my body, or whatever I gotta do. But I'm tired of my veterans feeling like shit when they come home. So if I can start getting people to be in fitness now before they even decide to think to join the military, that they can stay focused in the military, and when they get out, they still have the fitness. And then for those people that are in the military, fall in love with fitness so that you can get your mental together. It's discipline. It's a form of discipline. So that when you get out, you can come to my, we could collab or something. I don't know, and help you out. Because a lot of times people just need a smile after the military. We gotta figure out how to relearn how to smile. Because we're told what to do, for 4 years, whatever years, so. And then we were in Japan, and they had us on curfew. I came home, my family put me on a curfew. I couldn't go nowhere. It was just like, what? I saw the manipulation from both sides the whole time. Now I understand the military's manipulation, so I'm not mad about that, but my family's manipulation, that was just unnecessary and uncalled for. And that was just trying to control somebody's life, knowing that they were gonna be very successful, and you didn't want that. You wanted me to, because I was so cocky and arrogant, and I'm, a nasty person. So it's not, you just don't want to understand a veteran, your child. There's a multitude of things. But anyway, all that PTSD and trauma I came home to, so unnecessary and uncalled for. And you only get paid pennies in the military. So if you're not financially stable, you're gonna feel like shit. So I want to either help somebody with a collaboration, interview, whatever, to help them feel confident in themselves again. Because I just got my confidence back 3 days ago. So I'm trying to rebuild everything. And there are so many people around the world that want to be involved. So
what do you think happens when they grab themselves?
I just love people, that's all. in my way, it may not be the same as the way that you would, or you can receive it, or you receive it. I figured with this YouTube, you could see me and understand that I'm just trying to be passionate, I love people. I might not express it the proper way. Yeah, I fast all the time. I'm fasting right now. That's why I'm making my. I'm gonna go put some barbecue sauce in this shit. Sick, boy. What? What? I'm sorry. Oh, let me turn it off. I'm sorry. I hate having the Wi-Fi on. I'm just inside. What? Wow. 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 That's just sick.
Investigation
All right, so now we are about to finish up this chicken. Actually. I got it. That was. You know, another thing I gotta do, forgive people for shit that they did in the past. That shit don't matter no more. Like some of my old buddies, I talk about like the, being a veteran, blah blah blah. But we were all going through some shit, so we shouldn't hold grudges about the dumb shit that we said and did back in the day. So, I now am over holding little stupid ass grudges for poor people. Because those people are probably cool as fuck. Just because we were in maybe depressed as a maybe gotta hold that shit on it. Hold on to it. Actually, didn't I want to make gravy? Oh, we had grease. All the pretty foods around me and then waiting for it. And then that rice looks nice. I really had chicken broth right there. I can't do nothing without garlic. There's that garlic in there. Just really set that shit off last time. Alright, and then that's all. Put that down low. 350 for about Kobe. Everything Kobe, baby. Everything. out of here.
Drive around Bucharest, Romania. Over $2 million worth of fucking supercars. Everyone's
I would
afraid
never
of
do
us.
shit
And
like
if we
that.
piss us off at any point, even if we didn't want to fuck them up ourselves, we could make one phone call to either be in a ditch or do us their any right to stay here.
The view is up here. Thank you. Here we go. This.
It's very handy, ladies and gentlemen, to make a one phone call because that's probably what you become.
We're basically a block agent. So I guess I'm not getting mean to you.
Just happened.
Well, I never intended on being an organized criminal. How do you end up being mafia?
Imagine.
If you are competent in every single sphere,
You're the most incompetent criminal there's ever been, bro. Rule number one, don't say anything to anyone. It's literally that. The pyramid space mafia as it gets. And Jerry is admitting to some of the other stuff he's accused of.
I use sex as a tool to make them love me, so they obey me, and my house make me money. And that's what I wanted. So I was a pig with that sex. So yeah, I'm going to give up on my PhD program, and that is PhD is good with those dreams. My MO was find girls, make them love me, and make them work for me. And that's how I got rich. So I teach you everything I know from start to finish about not only dating girls, all the way up to but preteen. 10 hours of me explaining everything I know from start to finish in my career as a webcam.
That nigga's nasty. That's gross. And he's the same. Exactly.
No evidence is there. I mean, I just wonder how the detectives will put a case together. It's going to be hard.
I want a virgin wife at 16 who's not baby. That's what I want. You know, you said it looks like I'm in a teenage girl's bedroom. To some people, that would be an insult, but to me, I find that.
We'll do.
That's exactly what I expect.
I'll definitely love that. If I can't get the Cool J one, I definitely want the DMX. That should be fire, because that's my attitude. That's my true. If you let me just be me, him and Tupac, I could put that pain that he has. I know I could really give it to you in a movie. I know I could, boy. What? I'd be honored to do that. Honored. No. My dogs is blood dog. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. We all my cousins, we really looked up to DMX. Really looked up to DMX. So, it was like, when he first came out, what? I know that whole album. I know, what? That was an angel. He was a true angel walking this earth. Usher too, yeah, I could do all of them. Honestly, I could do everything. I could do R. Kelly, I could do Nelly, I could do all of them. I told you, I'm gonna saturate the world. Bro, I'm definitely getting LeBron's biopic. That's easy. He's doing all that. All of them, they're gonna just like Marcus. I'm gonna be the next Denzel. I'm telling you. The drama, and I can feel that, right? The drama first came the drama with my mama, and she got on some fly shit, and I split. Said that I'm gonna be that seed that doesn't need much to succeed. Strapped with mad greed, a heart that doesn't bleed. Ready for the world, well, at least I thought I was. Back when I thought I was, now I thought I was. Well, I could definitely do that. Institutions prepare my ass to jail. I did. I was his first kid. I was back in the scene, 14.
I asked around to my other friends in my classmates who were also 15, 16 at the time, and a couple of them also told me they received
See? You're on the right path.
kind of a network of young girls.
You guys are seeing it. I'm telling you, everything I be saying is just another young nigga that know it fast. Ooh, I feel every bit of that. Now at 37, I truly understand what he's saying. So where did it fall?
That wasn't really how the movies went before. Not James Bond, you know, a British spy in movie.
Oh my god, I did it again. This nigga is sick. Yo, I'll never be like this dude.
She's mine. My boyfriend to go
Alpha, I'm gonna show you how to be alpha. You wanna see how to be alpha? I'll show you how to be alpha. You hold yourself down and you pick yourself up from bootstraps, no matter what age you are. I'm doing this shit at 36, bro. With nothing. $700 a month, I figured it out. In California, the most expensive. Like, I had to sit my ass down. So if I'm gonna sit my ass down and not have nothing, I'm always gonna get my body in the best shape possible, right? And then I'll show you guys how I do it. And then, like, I journalized it. I put it all up here. Jennifer, what's going on? Hello, guys. Venus, you are always amazing. You know that? Are you that somebody? Are you? No, of course. But I'm gonna show you how to do this. And especially now that I got my power, I'm gonna show you how to do this shit. I appreciate y'all for real. Believe in me, and I will not let you down. Not this time. The only reason why I didn't make it the first time is because my body was hurting. Now that my body's back, almost back to normal. Until I get, I'm telling you, January 1st, I'm back on it. I'm back out. I'm sitting on my ass until then, and I'm dedicating myself to this. Getting my at least to 10 million views. So until then, that's what I'm doing. If I gotta do sleep streams, if I gotta stream up here, if I gotta all day, whatever, if I gotta have a battery pack in my pocket, if I gotta get another camera, whatever I gotta do, I'm streaming until I get my 10 million views. I'm not even worried about the subscribers. Just get me them 10,000 views, 10 million views. And then I could be up there with the Logan Pauls and all that is. I'm trying to do all that stuff. Lift with people, train with people. Do a little boxing down. I'll do that. MMA, I'll do some of that. Let me go do cricket for a season. Let me do cricket for a season or some team. Bro, what? Let me play cricket. Oh my God, bro. Then go to Africa, then Jamaica, then do some all their sports. I'm gonna do some of their sports, go to their gyms, eat their food, experience it. For like a good 6 months to a year to see what it's like to be in a different country. A safe area. Not crazy. Build a straight crazy ass community so then you guys see me doing it and you guys talking. And the next thing you know, you meeting people online and you got your social media. You talking about starting a social media or whatever it is at that time, whatever platform. I can endorse you, help you out. Bro, watch. I'm gonna show you how to be Mr. Beast and all these guys that did the fucked up shit. I'm not nothing like these dudes. And my mother said I was a fucking horrible person, so I gotta definitely prove her wrong. So let's go. Fuck that. You're not gonna tell me I'm a bad person. I know my heart is fucking pure. You talking about yourself. I'm gonna do this. You had me for a minute. You got me. So now, I'm gonna get my body right, my mind, my soul, my community strong, my everything. My pockets, my family, the world. Watch. Could have done this 20-something years ago. But it's time now. Hello, Soma. Salma, how are you? Welcome back. Just want to get this knot out my foot, so that's why I'm sitting. I would get up, but this is some Aaliyah while studying. What you studying? What you studying? Jennifer, how are you, love? Mm. That's so sick. Mm. Yo, it was kind of lit going to the gym at that night last night, but I'm definitely not going without a spliff on the walk back anymore. Fuck that. Then these little creepy ass kids, I don't know about if they knew who I was or what, but they saw me walking, and then they turned around, and they some big ass little motherfuckers. Little Mexican kid is big, boy. He turned around, and I was like, oh fuck, what does he want? So I just kept walking, you know, because I can handle myself. And the girls kind of dipped off. I was trying to judge their age, and then they were like, "Yo, can I give you a dap?" I'm like, "Of course. What are you talking about, bro? What's up?" I said, "Stop being creepy, yo. You creeped the shit out of me." He's like, "Yo, would we be creepy?" I was like, "Yo, I was just messing with you." So I don't know, but anyway, the love is real. That was cool. I like that they feel like they can roll up on me and just talk to me. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you make me feel uncomfortable for a minute, that's cool. I'd rather you make me feel uncomfortable than me feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And you be uncomfortable. So I got time for kids. I got time for everybody, really. Just talk to me. Like, I might seem like I'm zoned out or doing what I'm doing. Just come up, say what up. Like, straight dap ain't never wrong. You know? Just don't try to hurt me. Don't be crazy, please. So anyway, let me go check up on this food real quick, and I'll be right back. Oh, I'm gonna answer your questions, Venus, when I get back. Ah, jeez. Damn, I feel so much better.
Remember George Washington, you know how he died? Well-meaning physicians bled him to death. And this was the most important patient in the country, maybe in the history of the country. And we bled him to death, trying to help him. So when you're actually inflating the money supply at 7%, but you're calling it 2% because you want to help the economy, you're literally bleeding the free market to death. But the sad fact is George Washington went along with it because he thought that they were going to do him good. And the majority of the society, most companies, most conventional thinkers, you know, the working class, they go along with this because they think that someone has their best interest in mind. And the people that are bleeding them to death they believe that prescription because their mental models are just so defective.
Following this conversation with Michael Saylor, one of the most prominent, brilliant Bitcoin proponents in the world. He is the CEO of MicroStrategy, founder of Saylor Academy, graduate of MIT, and Michael is one of the most fascinating, rigorous thinkers I've ever gotten a chance to explore ideas with. He can effortlessly zoom out to the big perspectives of human civilization and human history, and zoom back in to the technical details of blockchains, markets, governments, and financial systems. This is the Lex Friedman podcast. Supported. Please check out our sponsors in the description. Now, to your friends, here's Michael Saylor. Let's start with a big question of truth and wisdom. When advanced humans or aliens or AI systems, let's say 5 to 10 centuries from now, look back at Earth on this early 21st century, how much do you think they would say we understood about money and economics, or even about engineering, science, life, death, meaning, intelligence, consciousness, all are big, interesting questions?
I think they would probably give us a B- on engineering, on all the engineering things, the hard sciences.
Passing grade.
Like we're doing okay. We're working our way through rockets and jets and electric cars and electricity transport systems and nuclear power and space flight and the like. And you know, if you look at the walls that grace the great court at MIT, it's full of all the great thinkers and they're all pretty admirable. You know, if you could be with Newton or Gauss or Madame Curie or Einstein, you know, you would respect them. I would say they'd give us like a D- on economics. Like,
You know, the best part about
First of all, what's the vision of engineering? Because everybody you've listed, not everybody, but everybody you've listed is just over the past couple of centuries.
I speak too soft.
Back mostly all the
So, let's see. You said that you are midterm Medicaid. Oh shit! I'll let you have that. She trying to be a nurse. Nurses are freaks. Masseuse. Yeah, you definitely. Masseuse. Anyway, I just hit that chicken with some honey, and then also put more barbecue on it. And then I had the syrup that I had made last night for the pancakes that I made. Threw that up there too. That's the best part about being in shape. You can eat whatever the hell you want, and you just do more push-ups. Just like, or legs, like it doesn't matter. I could burn that chicken off in like 3 minutes, not even. That's the best part about working out all your life. I'm like 90% muscle, so no matter what I eat, it's not gonna stay on my body. But I gotta also do more back stuff. Lower back.
Well, the model of the ship itself is engineering at its best. Just imagine, just like rockets flying out into space, how much fun this filling people with exploring the unknown, going into the mystery. Both the entrepreneurs and the business people and the engineers and just humans. What's out there? What's out there to be discovered?
Boy, bro, this don't make no sense. You just lose.
Risking their lives in pursuit of a better life is an incredibly powerful one. In 1900, I suppose the average life expectancy is 50. During the Revolutionary War, you know, while our founding fathers were it's like 32.
That's
32 and 13 that a human, a trained athlete can deliver in a day. And probably not 1% of the people in the world can deliver a kilowatt hour in a day. And the commercial value
What's
of a
up?
kilowatt hour, the retail value is 11 cents a day. And the wholesale value is 2 cents. And so you have to look at the contribution of politicians and philosophers and economists to the human condition. And it's like at best a wash one way or the other. And then if you look at the contribution of John D. Rockefeller,
There you go.
when he delivered you a barrel of oil, you know, and the energy in oil, liquid energy, or the contra-electricity, and what's the impact of the human condition if I have electric power, if I have nuclear power, if I have wind energy,
How much
if
power
I
it
can
takes
actually
from
set
the
a
hips
reservoir,
to
create a dam,
swing a
spin a
baseball
turbine,
bat? God,
and generate energy from a hydraulic source.
everything comes from the
That's
hips,
extraordinary,
obviously.
right? And so our ability to cross the ocean.
I'm good. How are you, Tom
our ability to live,
Tubo? I hope I said your name right.
Technology that gets the human raised from, you know, a brutal life where life expectancy is 30 to a world life expectancy is 80.
Oh man, good for you. Good for you. Look at you. Inspiration right there. Shout out. Hopefully you post things. Oh, it's on my iPad. I look. Channel X. Let's see. That's what's up, man. Got 10 subscribers. Let's see. I wish I could. If I was on an iPad, I could go into it and look. I want to see your page. Oh shit, I'm at 20% already. Damn. All right, let's go in there. It's 3:30. That's motivation right there. Inspiration.
What's the speed of sound? You know, what is sound? Sound is a compression wave. It's energy.
I feel like sound goes all over the place.
So for example, the speed of sound through air is different than the speed of sound through water. And sound goes faster through water. It goes faster. It's solid and it goes faster.
I feel like sound is like an explosion.
What is the fundamental problem with the way models reduce the world down to a model? Is it too simple, or is it just even the first principles of constructing the models wrong?
number, which is whatever you want to do, and you ignore the universe of other consequences from your behavior.
In general, I don't know if you've heard of like Eric Weinstein has been talking about this with gauge theory. So different kinds of approaches from the physics world, from the mathematical
All right,
world
we're gonna go check up on
extend
this
past
chicken
this
again.
scalar view of economics. So gauge theory is one way that comes from physics. Do you find that way of exploring economics?
Let me check out water.
From the actual technology, so analysis of how economics works. Do you find that interesting?
No, man, I appreciate you sharing. What do you mean? It's the least I could do. And true inspiration, brother. True fucking inspiration. Keep me updated too. Definitely want to hear more about that. Yo. Looks pretty good, right? Listen, air fry for men. How to cook. I want to seem like we got some kind of home training. I'm going to stab the shit out of one of these. And then I'm going to dirty as food. Oops, fumble. This. I know I'm gonna eat another one of these, but for now, go here, here, here. Don't worry, future, I'm coming. I'm coming to know it. Horrible revive. You're alright, Snake. Snake? Snake! Snake! Oh, we lost it. Fuck you! Fucking asshole. It's not sideways. Then, fucking up so bad, I'm fucking up. There you go. This is how bodybuilders eat, or at least I do. I wouldn't even call myself a bodybuilder because I'm not even. I'm tiny right now. So, Jay Cutler, all the guys I've watched in the last however many years, and started rewatching the past couple days, they were all like this. Fuck, I messed up. They were all just trying to get their calories in. I'm not worried about calories. I just like eating. Superior genetics will always conquer when the person's a psycho and they love working out. And guess what? I love working out. So I don't mind doing extra shit. Especially as my feet get better. My knees feel better. It's a wrap when I am. I'm back to health. A lot of salt. Fuck that. I eat salt. I like salt. Oh, let me get a little pepper up in that bitch too. You know you gotta put pepper. Alright, so let's see here. We're looking for pepper. Put it back. Always putting about this. A little pepper there. Throw it all up in there. Okay. And what we do, we find that cayenne pepper. You always have to put a splash of cayenne pepper in everything. Because cayenne pepper will get that metabolism going. Not that I really need it, but it's cool the way she put it in there. Should I probably use a fork just to crush it? Should I probably also wet some towels for this barbecue? Fumble yet again. Alright, we out. Break out. I don't even know what I'm doing. That's like food. I can't wait to get married and have a woman that can cook really well, or have chefs. I like the chef part. I'm worried about it. If she wants to cook, she can. But don't let her do anything. She's gorgeous. Spend my money. They have to make videos. They edit.
Well, that's not a problem.
I hope you can.
Because it's good that the assets, it's good that the bond is highly priced because we own the bond. Or, what's the problem with the inflation rate housing being 19%? It's an awful problem for a 22-year-old that's starting their first job and saving money to buy a house. But it would be characterized as a benefit to society by a conventional economist who would say, well, housing asset values are higher because of interest rate fluctuation, and now the economy's got more wealth. And so that's viewed as a benefit.
So the
I always do
what's
crazy
being
stuff.
missed here,
I probably
like
do
the
definitely
suffering,
more.
the average person, or the struggle, the suffering,
I'll do
the
anything
pain
to
of
burn
the
extra calories. Well, not anything, but you know what I'm saying. I dance or whatever to get the calories in. Because there's no need to I'm not trying to just let me turn the light on. It's that time already. But I'm not trying to just be working out all the time, you know what I mean? I want to enjoy myself too, so.
Turn the lights off. Cause we still laying up because we said wait a minute warm up. Yeah, we said
Watch the rest of that.
Coach Ray, today's video,
Coach
I'm going to
Greg.
be rating your genetics, and by you, I mean the subscribers. And so to participate in this,
you
I wonder
have
what
to
to say about
submit
Mark.
before and after photos after training for at least 5 years. You're gonna look at your before photos and assess what chance do you have of being a bodybuilder. Do you have a great physique with the potential to put on muscle? You've watched Now You're Not videos from me in the past. You've seen the before and after transformations. And so, do you have amazing genetics? Well, in today's video, we're going to find out.
I did that. Listen, oh, Italian is nice.
And so,
Barbecue.
photo number 1, we have Jeremy. And in the before photo, you might be thinking, yeah, he's not all that built. He just, all right, he's average.
Yeah,
For a man
yeah.
to look like this without any lifting weights, this is way above average genetics. Potentially even elite level genetics. And you're thinking, well, the guy has the chest, the arms, the shoulders, and he is actually fairly lean. And so I'm not surprised that in
God
the
damn.
photo you can see this guy is shredded. Look at the muscle, the
What the
definition,
fuck?
the
1, 2,
detail.
3.
And as lean
You got
as this
4,
guy
8
is,
abs.
imagine if he were to go on a ball. If this was perhaps 50%,
Venus is fire, I can't lie. I looked at that picture many times. I'm like, God damn.
Before you even start lifting weights, you can do amazing things. Up next, we have Lynch, and Lynch is in high school. Look at the guy's legs. In particular, look at the calves. Guys who are mesomorphs typically have great calf muscles. If you have great calves, biceps, quads, and so on, you are very likely to put on muscle. Now, it doesn't automatically.
Yeah, this chicken is
work
fire.
Obviously, there are
I did my shit
exceptions,
on
but
this.
guys who have great calves to begin with, they're gonna have amazing calves after they start lifting weights. A guy like Flex Lewis, guys with that kind of muscle, they have amazing calves even when they were teenagers. And so you can see, even without training, the guy had some quads. You can see the muscles in his calves, and although his arms aren't
Hot
very big,
as
they are in
fuck.
fact very lean. And so after 7 years of training, and I do believe he's in fact natural, you can see the results
Ligo.
of his hard work. In the after
Liga.
photo, you can see his best body part is still his quads. Notice how his quads were better developed than his arms when he was a teenager. And so with
There's something
continued
wrong,
hard work,
guys.
what do you think was the result? The legs, they continue to
definitely.
grow, perhaps at a faster rate than the arms, and the end result is a great physique. However, I do believe better development
What
in the
what
lower half
are you doing?
than
I
in the
was
upper
cooking
half.
this
And
now.
so if you look at the quads, the calves, and so on, better developed than the upper body. And so up
You've been
next,
working out for
get
6
this
years,
beat.
keep it up.
Sea Rabbit
Yo,
Salt
listen,
Jelly. And so
keep
he's been
it up.
training for only 8 years. He started
Working out
at
is
13,
discipline.
and before that, he loved biking. Look at his before
It's
photo.
a
At 13,
discipline, man.
the guy has
Can't compare it.
he has
Well, you can't
the
compare it.
chest,
Like-
and he does in fact have very good arms. This is a lot of muscle for only being 13. He
Mm.
enjoys bike riding, he enjoys playing sports, and he took up weightlifting at an early age. He had a
God.
D1 in particular. Please,
I was
ask
doing more
us,
serious.
what do you think is his best body part? Look
That's
at
right.
the quads. The quads
Mhm.
crazy. And so perhaps that bike riding, he got him an early start.
Oh,
His
man.
lower
I
half
got a
is
bike.
far better developed than his upper half. And so perhaps he has better genetics for the
I got
legs,
back right again.
less quality development
where
in
he's
the upper
at.
body, but still an amazing physique. He has a small waist, he has a lot of muscle in the arms, but notice the chest is not touching close to the center. And so no matter how much muscle he puts on, he'll never have an amazing chest. It can of course get bigger, perhaps he trains another 10 years, but it's never going to be fully developed. If you see the center, you want your chest to be very close to the center. If your chest is attached very far apart, you're never going to get the kind of development that you want. We have a famous guy in the world. His name is C-Bum, Chris Bumstead. Did you ever see his biceps? Were they impressive? I don't think so. And the reason for that is because of his insertions. They are very close to the shoulder. And so he doesn't have the same muscle roundness. In comparison, he has amazing quads, a small waist,
Yeah, mine's like that.
very wide clavicles. And so that gave him great genetics. But not great genetics for biceps. Everyone has strengths, everyone has weaknesses. This guy most certainly has redonkulous quad development. Now remember,
I would be like the Black
even with
Bumstead.
great genetics, to get a physique like that, it's not likely to happen without performance-enhancing drugs. And see his physique in this photo at only 21 years of age. I highly doubt he's natural. I would bet the farm that this
If I
physique
did
was
steroids.
not achieved through natural
Not
means.
even.
Not saying it's
I do
impossible,
that shit
but
natural.
my opinion is perhaps 1 in a million are going to get this kind of
I could look just like
transformation
him.
without being 100%
Natural.
natural. But regardless of that, if you're natural or enhanced, you still need the genetics. If you give me a very below average physique and give them all the performance enhancing drugs.
I could do that shit playing
They're still not
basketball. I
gonna
could
end
look
up
like that.
looking like Chris Bumstead or any professional bodybuilder. But if you take an amazing physique, one that's gifted while being 100% natural, that guy natural will oftentimes look better than the person abusing
Chris
steroids
Rock.
for years. And so
Chris
remember, the way you look in the end, it has a lot to do with your genetics. If you don't have great genetics, it's literally an uphill battle. It's going to be very difficult to achieve your goals.
Fucking up.
Next up, we
Fumble.
have a guy whose name is Freak. Been training for
watch
6
this shit
years. Now,
anyway.
in the before photo, you can see the guy's obese. He's not just overweight, he's obese. Clearly has too much body fat. On top of excess body fat, he also has more muscle. He's not skinny fat in the before photo. He has a lot of muscle and a lot of fat. You might consider he's built more like a powerlifter, yet
He's not
he
even
hasn't
bad.
began lifting weights. And so, are you surprised to see that in 6 years the guy has added a lot of muscle? And clearly, by following a simple
can tell he
diet,
had-
calories in, calories
he
out,
had it.
he's been eating at a deficit, and
He was already
a lot
big.
leaner. And so he's posing the biceps. Notice he's posing all wrong. How many times have I said biceps higher than the delts? And so because he's posing like this, his arms, they could look a lot better.
God,
Compare
that
myself
hurts.
right now versus
Biceps
the
higher than the
biceps
delts. My
on the
arms
top.
are
And
heavy.
so overall, he perhaps doesn't have the best genetics for being lean, as evidenced from the before photo, but he has great genetics for putting on muscle. And what do we call these individuals? We call them endomorphs. Endomorphs easily put on both muscle and fat. They gain all kinds of weight. And so what you do as an endomorph is you simply don't eat in a bulk. If you
I'm an
don't
endomorph
bulk, if
too,
you
though.
follow the rules with calories in, calories out, you can clearly put on muscle, drop body
I
fat.
just know how to turn
at the
into
same
whatever I
time.
need.
Up next, we have King. He's been training for just over 5 years, and in the before photo, can't see any amazing genetics at all. I see a guy with average or perhaps even below average genetics. Guy doesn't have a chest, he doesn't have great arms, and he does in fact have a belly. But do you know what? Just because he has below average genetics doesn't mean he didn't put in the work. Doesn't mean he didn't try. And although he could never
Damn.
have a physique like Chris
I
Bumstead,
want
it
that
did not
piece.
deter him. And after 5 years plus of hard
Good, they
work
work on
and
that
not
one,
eating
good.
a calorie surplus, he's allowed himself to decrease his body
What,
fat
it's
enough
right?
so that you can see his
Mm.
abs. Everyone can get abs. Not talking about crazy six-pack of a professional bodybuilder, but everyone can get to the point of showing some abdominals. And with 5 years of hard work, he's also dropped his body fat so that he has body fat in the lower chest. The chest
That's
is
my
now
thing.
well formed. And for a guy with below average genetics,
Gotta have my
starting
foot feeling
point to
better, like,
end with a
tomorrow.
physique like this is superb development. And so perhaps he'll never have the physique of a body, but this in the after photo is clearly an above average physique. I would suggest he continues to maintain. He looks very healthy, perhaps 15% body fat, and he should simply continue. And so let this be a lesson to you. Just because you perhaps have below average genetics doesn't mean you can't end up with an above average looking physique. Up next, his
Bro.
name is ZTS. ZTS, he's been training for 7 years.
fucking cords.
Started out in high school. He started out at 98 kilograms. That's under 220 pounds.
Damn,
Look at
why
his
is it that
physique at the
big?
start. Clearly overweight and or obese. And so you're thinking, what about his genetics? Well, his genetics are perhaps that of an endomorph. He very easily can gain body fat. But here's the thing. Losing body fat is way easier than gaining muscle. Way easier. And where's the evidence of that? Well, look at him on stage. He's 70 kilograms, 154 pounds. Lost perhaps over 60 pounds of body fat. In order to get up on stage. As he stands up on stage, you can see he looks very, very good. I do believe this guy is 100% natural. He's not perhaps shredded to the bone on stage, but for being a natural athlete, he looks very good. His genetics in the before photo, as described before, an endomorph, and of course, easily put on muscle and body fat. And so what he's done is he's dropped his body fat and is now maintaining. And look at him now, 78 kilograms, close to 175 pounds. He has the small waist, the six-pack, and of course, again, how many times am I going to say this? By the end of my life, I want people to flex with the biceps appropriately above their deltoids. And so, an amazing physique. And so, what I saw in the before photo was, although he was overweight, he does have great genetics. Great genetics for bodybuilding because
That is how I
it's very
eat
easy to rectify
chicken
the problem of being
and
obese.
rice.
You just eat a calorie deficit. If, for example, you get my cookbook, you eat up the low-calorie recipes.
Why are you making fun of Chris Rock? No, that's his voice. Oh, I just found out, figured out what you were talking about. My bad.
Great genetics for putting on muscle. That is the hardest part. And so in the end, 175 pounds of muscle, very lean physique, small waist. Guy looks absolutely amazing with 7 years of hard work in the gym. And last but not least, we have Lang Dai. Training for 6 years, he's documented his journey each and every year. And in 2017, his starting point, you can see the guy is very lean. He has a little bit of muscle, but we can't really tell his potential for muscle growth. Based on the photo, I'm going to say he has an above average physique. Not many teenagers have more muscle than that. You may in fact be brainwashed. You're seeing all these professional athletes and so on. When you go through Instagram and social media, you're being presented with the best physiques of the best. The reality is, most teenagers don't look this good. And so in my opinion, his starting point, it's above average. And so you can see within 1 year, he's already put on a ton of muscle. And so clearly the guy has above average genetics. As the years go by, you can see he's bulked slightly in 2019. Not a large bulk, still pretty lean. 2020 though, got a lot leaner. Fast forward to 2023, and the guy, he in fact has an amazing physique. He has wider shoulders, developed arms, the chest, and a clearly defined six-pack. Most certainly looks like a guy, if he were to compete, could set foot on a bodybuilding stage. And so the point of this video is, no matter what your genetics are, you can do better. If you're overweight or obese, the starting point, don't do calorie deficit. Lose some body fat. You have the genetics to put on the muscle. All you need to do is alter your diet. If your starting point is you already have muscle and you're very lean, you are in fact a mesomorph. You were born to do this. You just look at the weights and you put on muscle, coupled with the fact that it's not easy for you to put on body fat, and you're going to be lean with muscle. And so please stick to training, get to the gym. Now, if you have no muscle, you're an ectomorph, you don't know what your true potential is. It'll be harder for you to put on a lot of muscle, but here's the thing, because you're lean, the little bit of muscle that you do put on is going to be very noticeable. If you put on 10 kilograms or perhaps 22 pounds of muscle over the course of 5 or 10 years, you are going to look like a beast. 10 kilograms of muscle, 22 pounds is a lot on anyone. And so please, if you're doing this for the aesthetics or perhaps attract a mate, you're a guy looking to get a girl, you want to have that impressive physique. Try to maintain a lean percentage of body fat, 15% body fat, or perhaps even a little bit lower, 12% body fat. If you can maintain 12 to 15% body fat with a little bit of muscle, you are going to be highly desirable. That is an impressive physique. Go to the gym, put the fork down, eat healthy, and you will have the physique that other men wish they could have. Looking for the best natural supplements you can buy, look no further than GO2 Max and Turf Builder. Increased energy, build more muscle. You will not believe how good the top 2 selling supplements really are. Head over to my website, code Greg, 15% off. Don't forget about the cookbook, the training book, the coaching plans by me and my team. And if you're in China, consider getting the Mandarin cookbook. It's written in Mandarin so everyone can read it at home. It has the Circle Diet book, exactly how to lose weight and keep it off for the rest of your life. And consider also having the Fitter Than Last Time training program. It's at your fingertips, literally. You can get the program. Click the link in the description. Lose more weight than last time. Get into the shape of your life. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you in fact liked it. Watch one of those 2 books, and of course, the cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team, the Circle Diet book, the Harder Than Last Time clothing line. Get all this on the website. If you got no money, get the free diet and training program. It's close to 50 pages. Join 300,000 plus newsletter subscribers. And until next time, I am out.
Alright. Now it is time for
Knowing that Chris Bumstead is the 5-time Olympic
zinc.
and Carlos is holding his own, if not potentially beating him, mogging Chris, do you really think that he's natural?
No. It's not really
Coach Reagan, today we're
What
going
up?
over a long overdue
What up?
on Carlos
True.
Beltran.
2, 4, 6, 7,
I never in all my career as a fitness athlete
6
asked
zinc.
that question.
And so
It's
you
gonna
may have
repair my
seen
body
this
so
guy.
quick.
He's
Watch this.
associated with Chris Bumstead. He's sponsored by Get Raw Nutrition as well as Gymshark. And with 4 million followers, he's one of the most popular fitness models in the world. So many people have said, this is Brian Lopez's brother, perhaps his twin. And so let's first check into that. And so Los Bell twins confirman ser hermano. And so are they in fact brothers?
Lo que sí me estoy igual. Hasta el mismo color, mano. A ver. O sea, el peso, sin ponerlos de acuerdo, llegamos con el mismo outfit.
And so let us put that to rest. Remember, I am in fact somewhat Spanish, and so I do in fact know what they're saying. Or perhaps it was closed translator. I'll let you decide. And so although they dress the same way, they act the same way, they have so many things in common. We're from Mexico. They're not actually brothers. And so Carlos is only 24, Brian is 25. And so if they were in fact brothers, Carlos would be El Hermano Menor. And Brian obviously would be El Hermano Mayor. And so let's get into if he's natty or not. And so about a month ago, he posts a before and after
They
transformation.
got 2 million
Remember,
subscribers.
when I do
Oh
natty
my
analysis,
God,
based
bro.
on just how
I mean, they're
ranked.
14
If it
years
was,
younger
what
than
if
me,
they
but
have amazing genetics? If they have the best genetics in the world, you could in fact look as good as Carlos or better while being 100% natural. And so what I mostly look for is how fast are they making these changes? If they were making slow, steady progress over a long period of time, then suddenly out of nowhere they make a lot of progress, well, that's a telltale sign that they're not natural. And so he literally does my work for me.
How does he
does
do that?
a before and after transformation from just over a month ago. And so 79 kilograms, it's about 174 pounds, February 29. And so the end of February, he's about 174 pounds and looking very good. And then let's see his transformation.
They on that shit and don't look nothing like me.
Kilograms, that's 192 pounds.
I smoke dick.
So let me
Boots.
summarize this. He gained 18 pounds.
That's why I love watching
How
this
long
stuff.
did it take him? Was it a
Because I
one-year
know I'm
transformation?
coming.
18 pounds in
And
a year
maybe
is
you
very
messed my
impressive,
whole
but
process
he
up.
may have done it natural. And so let's see
And then my
how
mother.
many months, weeks, years did it take? 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And so
Yeah,
I
all
don't
that
make
shit.
this shit up. I simply report the news. He has a before and after transformation, of which in 2 weeks he put on 18 pounds. 2 weeks. That's more than 1 pound a day. Now remember, it's of course possible that he was taking terkesterone. He might have been using Coach Greg supplements in secret. Wouldn't have told Chris Bumstead about it. And maybe with the benefit of this, maybe could have gained 4 or 5 pounds. Maybe, who knows? But
Appreciate
could
you
he
guys,
put
for
on
real. Thank you.
18 pounds. I'm asking you. 18
Thank you
pounds
guys
in
for
2
coming
weeks.
and
Does
hanging
that
out with
sound
me.
reasonable? Dos semanas. And so really think about it. Let it sink in. How many
I'm always
of us there
studying something
are
and
going to
working
put
on my
on
body.
18 pounds in 2 weeks? If I said, hey
Or
everyone,
listen to this
I'm
nonsense.
natural, I'm using all my supplements,
But I'm preparing myself for the
testosterone and so
social
on, and I
media
put on
stuff.
18 pounds in 2
This
weeks, how many
influencer
would
stuff.
believe me? Would anyone believe
Because I'm taking over fitness.
I don't
I'm
think
showing
so.
people how to
And
be
so
natural.
already I'm going to say there's no way I believe that Carlos is natural. But you're thinking, oh, it might have been just water weight. He might have gained 18 pounds of water. Really? 18 pounds of water. You really think he drank 8 kilograms of water he stored in his body somehow? How would he do that? What do you think this guy is, a puffer fish? Like, how is he sucking in 2 4-liter jugs of water, putting it on his body? But maybe it was all fat. Maybe he gained 18 pounds of fat in 2 weeks. You know how many calories you need to gain 18 pounds of fat? Well, let's do the math. 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. And so to gain 18
Can't be a top
pounds
G
of
if
fat,
you're acting like a
you need to
bitch
be in
about
calorie
fixing your
surplus
body.
of
What up, France?
63,000 calories. And so let's divide that by 14. And so if he were to count
What's going on,
3,500,
France?
let's assume his
Ooh, why
weight
don't you
was
like
somewhere around
me?
3,000 calories. He needs to eat 7,500 calories a day for 2 weeks to put on 18 pounds of fat. And so
Get that
in
knot.
the before, looking
Get that
very
nasty
lean,
ass
see a
knot.
little bit of vascularity. And we can't see the legs. They're covered up. There's a little bit of a tan, looking not bad. Certainly not single-digit body fat,
Rome,
but he
what's
looks
up?
pretty good. And in the after, look at the difference.
What's up,
Now,
man?
granted, he's not quite as chiseled up. He's not quite as lean, but perhaps he put on a couple percent body fat, perhaps 2%. He looks to have been in a massive calorie surplus. He's clearly eating more calories than last time, and his body fat percentage perhaps went up 2%. That would be like
I'm well.
3.5
Hopefully you are
pounds of
too.
fat. And so of the 18 pounds that he gained, perhaps 3 or 4 was fat, but that still leaves 14 pounds. And so 14 pounds in 2 weeks is about a pound a day of lean tissue.
No,
Now, I know
sorry.
you're going to
You
lose
good?
your minds if I say it's muscle.
Welcome back.
Remember, lean tissue is muscle, and muscle is composed of water. And so he's clearly bulked up.
UK, what's up,
tremendously.
Christopher?
In 2 weeks, 18 pounds. If you're natural, how many of you think that you're just going to gain 18 pounds and most of it's going to be muscle? This would
Thank
be
you so
a dream
much.
situation if it was actually true. Then Michael Hearn would be right. Just eat 4,000 calories a day. You're going to turn into a
FKEO,
superhero.
what's
What I
up?
do believe happened here is that he took anabolics. Don't know
I'm
which
bigger than
ones,
all
don't
these dudes.
care. But if you're putting on 18 pounds in 2 weeks and the majority of it looks
How
to
long
be
have I been on
muscle,
YouTube?
not all
I've been up
fat,
here
then I
actively,
believe
like
that
seriously,
it's not
like
natural.
for the
You can
last,
debate me, you can hate me, you can argue me,
other than
you
like
can
live
think that I'm
wise,
against Mexicans,
the
whatever.
last
Remember,
3 weeks.
I am in fact studying
But
Spanish. And so why would I
on
be
YouTube
spending
altogether
hours
is like
and
4
hours
years.
every single week
But
for
I
months
haven't
on
taken
end
it
if I
serious
was against Mexicans?
until like
I
a
travel
year
to
ago.
Mexico all the time. I'm practicing to speak the language. I even have a tutor from Colombia
I just
3
posted
times
my
a week
inversion
working on
table,
perfecting
nothing
the
serious.
language. And so do
Now,
you really think that I'm biased, that I hate on Carlos, that I
yeah,
just don't
I need
like
to
him?
start
Or do you
doing
think
my
I'm
inversion
giving my
table again,
honest,
honestly.
unbiased, and unfiltered opinion? And so this is what's wrong with society these days. I don't
this
get
feels so
it.
good.
This has 12.7 million views, and it's going mundial. It's going worldwide. This is what you aspire to be. This is why you want to get 4 million followers so that you can do this mediocre dance. Bailar. And so many of you are going to say, well, look at him in his photo with Chris Bumstead. Clearly, Chris Bumstead, we know, admittedly is on performance-enhancing drugs, and
Thank you so
Carlos,
much
in
for the smile.
comparison, he is in fact a lot smaller. And so it could, of course, get that much muscle while being natural, right? Wrong. Just
Thank you
because
so much.
Chris is much bigger than him.
No, I'm
doesn't mean
what
that
I'm
he's
doing
smaller.
right now, what I'm
He's not Chris.
I got
He's a
knots
massive
from
human being.
lifting
He's
heavy.
6'1", probably
I'm
260
getting the
pounds.
knots out right now.
Carlos, who's a
I'm
little
watching
bit
this
shorter,
and
of course
hanging out
is
with you
gonna look
guys, but I
smaller.
keep forgetting because I'm
Trust me,
zoning out.
almost everyone
'cause it hurts so
standing next to Chris,
good.
even guys on performance-enhancing drugs,
So
they're
I
not
forget
small
to
in
even
comparison.
like say anything.
Chris
Ooh, look at that,
is
it
a
just fell.
professional
Just popped.
bodybuilder
Not popped,
at
but,
the elite level.
slid.
He's literally a 5-time Olympia champion. And so although he's not quite as big as Chris Bumstead, he still does not appear to be natural. And remember, have you ever heard of mogging? Do you know what mogging is? When you make somebody look small in comparison? Chris was mogging Carlos in that photo.
Damn.
Do you really think that Chris is that much bigger than Carlos?
I would never do that
Well,
to
in that
anybody.
photo, he appears to be.
Unless they want me
But
to.
what about this one? Exhibit B. You thought you had me. Oh, he's so much smaller than Chris. This proves Carlos is natural. Coach Red, you're a moron. In this photo, who looks bigger than who? I ask you, Exhibit B. Examine the photo. If you had not told me anything, I would argue that Carlos looks just as big as Chris Bumstead. And look at how small his waist is in comparison to his arms. Arms look bigger than his waistline. And so in this photo, knowing that Chris Bumstead is the 5-time Olympia champion, and Carlos is holding his own, if not potentially beating him, mogging Chris, do you really think that he's
Oof.
natural? Really?
Well, I mean,
think
you're alive, you're
Exhibit
doing it.
C and D.
So
Look at
I
Carlos
thank
in
you.
comparison to Chris. Carlos is mogging Chris.
Thank you so much.
You know what mogging means, and you know
Appreciate
it's undeniable. And so do you really think that some guys
Yeah, they got
natural,
pimples
he's
all over their
24
body.
years
No,
old,
hell no.
is
You
gonna
see that his
the
chest,
same
his
kind of
shoulders,
size comparable
both
to
of
Chris
them.
Bumstead?
Hell
Really?
no. They look
Especially after
leathery
we
as
just
fuck.
saw the guy put on 8 kilograms, 18 pounds in 2 weeks. Not 2 years, 2 weeks. Now, although Carlos
That's not
doesn't
cool.
have full-blown gyno, clearly he
Thank you
does
so
not.
much.
He does have what I call puffy nips. When you're on steroids, testosterone converts to estrogen, and that forms in the chest. Many times you'll see guys who are jacked, shredded, but for some reason their nipple area looks a bit softer. I do believe Carlos is exhibiting some gyno formation slightly. He does appear to have puffy nips in this photo. And so perhaps in some photos he doesn't
Yeah.
have it. Perhaps he's on cycle, off cycle. Perhaps he's using some compounds that are more estrogenic than others. For example, if you're using Primo or Masteron, you're likely not going to see this. But if you're using something like testosterone or D-bol, you're going to have a much more likely chance of showing some kind of puffiness in the nipple. And so as he's sitting back here with the blue cap on, with the cell phone, with the quad in front, does this, I ask you, does this look natural? Does it pass the natty
look at
eye
his
test?
shoulders.
Now remember, it is possible to look enhanced and
Oh,
natural,
don't leave.
but for the
Don't
most part,
leave.
not likely.
Don't leave.
99% of the time that somebody
me.
has a physique of this magnitude, this size, the guy's not gonna be natural. And so although it's possible to be natural and be this big, only about a 1% chance. And so one of the things I like to do when doing an ad is see what kind of genetics does this guy have. And so to do that, you have to go back to finding an old photo. We're able to dig up a photo of him when he was only 15. And so let's see what kind of genetics does this kid have, because after all, if he has amazing genetics at a very young age, he's much more likely to put on muscle while being natural. And so let us see, is he in fact better than he was back then? What kind of genetics does he have? And so at 15 years of age, you can clearly see that the guy does in fact have above average genetics. He has some muscle in his chest. He's very lean. He does almost have a vein in his
Now that
bicep.
I know what I look,
He has
I would have
slightly
been
above average
intimidated
genetics.
if I wasn't
don't think
me.
that most 15-years
too.
look as muscled up as this
So
guy.
now
does he have
I
better
didn't know how
genetics?
big I was.
Absolutely not. When I was 15, I had way more developed than this. Much more
I had
muscle
no
than he
clue how
did.
big I
So
was.
is it likely that a guy who looks like this at 15 is going to, at the age of 23, 24, have a physique almost as big as Chris Bumstead while being natural? I'm saying no. I'm saying I don't think it's possible. Maybe, perhaps 1 in a million chance that it's possible, but in this case, I don't believe it to be true. And as we swipe to the left, look at the difference. The delts in particular, the traps have more development, and you can see slightly puffy nipples. Not gyno, but certainly has the look of somebody who's not natural. When people are on performance-enhancing drugs, most of them have slight puffy nipples. It's perhaps from taking testosterone, not taking an anti-estrogen, whatever, but he does appear to have that look. Not to mention, when you're 100% natural, how likely it is that you're going to be both big and shredded at the same time? Not very likely. Is it possible? Well, of course. A rare individual, guy like Chris Bumstead, had he been natural, probably could have done it. But consider this, in today's day and age, with pressure
Big and
from
natural,
social
isn't it?
media to fit in to get sponsors, after all, Carlos is likely a multi-millionaire. If you have 4 million followers on Instagram, you're sponsored by various companies, and you're not making millions of dollars.
I need to be
and you don't know what
sponsored.
you're doing. He literally has
They losing
way
out on
more
money if they don't
followers
sponsor me right now.
and we know Coach Greg ain't hurting at the bank. Now is he? And so imagine, why would he stay natural? Last I checked, and I've been to Mexico, you can get steroids legally. You can go to the store and buy them. And so why would he be natural? Is it because it's against his morals in Mexico? No one believes that you should take steroids. There's so much against it. Remember, it's not like the United States. It's not illegal. You can go and buy it. Be like going and buying
Bro,
protein
you are a
powder
reason for where you came
not
from.
that hard to get. And so why wouldn't he?
Yes, you are.
And do
You're
you
a
not think
miracle.
that with more muscle, more conditioning,
True
more strength,
miracle, bro.
do you not think he's going to be more popular? When people are swiping through Instagram, they're showing you the top 1% of the top 1%. And so if he has an incredible
Now I gotta
physique,
work harder because
do you not think he's more likely to get more
I
followers?
gotta
And with more
get this
followers,
phone
what happens?
charged up.
Gymshark
Go hit
sponsorship
this gym up.
and collaboration and
'Cause if he can
sponsorship
do it,
with none other than
I
Chris
can do it. If Toby
Bumstead.
can
And
do
so
it,
why would he be natural?
I can do
And
it.
so, if you had to bet your life,
I
if
could
your life
definitely
was on the line, you had to bet, is he natural or not?
Get my ass
What do you
to
think
do
is
what I
more
gotta
likely?
do.
Do you think it's more likely that he's natural or more likely that he's enhanced?
Get my other workout
Answer
in.
that question honestly. And if I see every single person saying, I think he's more likely not natural, then you're a freaking moron. Uno, ano, y seis meses de diferencias. Entre the two pictures.
Alright, who cares?
A year and 5 months between these photos. This is the nail in the coffin. If you're on the fence until now, wait to see this photo. Have you seen it yet? This is 1 year and 5 months apart. This is not 15 years of hard training. This is not being coached by Coach Greg and being on
The
Turkestrone for
man
5
who
years.
broke the
This
UFC's
is
biggest
1
star.
year and 5 months apart. He went from
What the fuck?
No matter what era you started watching MMA in, each had its own superstar. Kind of like having your favourite James Bond or your
Alright, anyway.
Hey,
Let's see what she talking about.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Thank
today?
you very much, man.
Hey, you're
Once I am able to
right,
check
go to
yours.
Spaces, and
I'm
then
gonna check yours.
all, YouTube and
I
the
appreciate you.
to stop
True inspiration,
making
man.
up
Thank you
mess.
very much
Okay,
for what
so
you do.
Pepsi,
You
there was a story that
are gonna motivate
Cardi
the
B
shit out of
found
me.
this scrap of a
Definitely motivating the fuck out of me. Thank you.
Olsted's mom. Yeah, I don't think, but I heard that. I said, well, that can't be because our stepmom wouldn't put her hands on somebody with child, right? I was thinking maybe it was over exaggerated and it was some type of verbal altercation. You know that Cardi was beefing with Offset's mom on Twitter for her posting a picture of Ultra talking about my baby's so smart, and she was like, "Don't
Daniel,
like me,
hello.
you don't like me, you don't like me."
Zinc. What is Zinc?
And then she said she was
Getting that from YouTube.
She was raised with both parents in the
In this video, we'll briefly discuss what is zinc and how it works, what it's used for, the dose and side effects, contraindications
I don't
and
think there are any
precautions.
side effects.
Zinc is a naturally occurring mineral. It is called an essential trace element because very small amounts of zinc are necessary for human health. Zinc helps the immune system fight bacteria and viruses, and it is important for wound healing, blood clotting, thyroid function, and it is also important for proper senses of taste and smell. Zinc is also an essential part of growth, sexual development, and reproduction. The body also needs zinc to make proteins and DNA, the genetic materials in cells. Since the human body does not store excess zinc,
As soon as
it must
I
be
take it,
consumed regularly as
the
part of the diet.
morning next, I
And
feel
common
way better
dietary
than I
sources
ever
of
had
zinc include red meat, poultry, and fish.
than before I took it.
Zinc deficiency is characterized by growth retardation, loss of appetite, and impaired immune function. In more severe cases, zinc deficiency causes hair loss,
This is
diarrhea,
growth retardation.
delayed
What is that?
sexual maturation, impotence, hypogonadism in males, and eye and skin lesions, weight loss, delayed healing of wounds, taste abnormalities, and mental lethargy can also happen. It is available as tablets and capsules, lozenges and spray,
Oh, Danny,
syrup,
hello.
topical cream, and
One of my
injection.
favorite names, Danny.
Zinc is used for the treatment
Especially
and
for
prevention
females.
of zinc deficiency and its consequences, including stunted growth and acute diarrhea in children, slow wound healing,
Egypt, what's up?
and Wilson's disease.
I'm in Europe.
Zinc is also used for many other conditions. Typical daily doses range widely from 12 to 150 milligrams daily,
That's amazing.
or up to
I met some
220
people like
milligrams
that
of zinc sulfate. Everyone should avoid high doses and long-term zinc supplementation
They were like
unless
really
prescribed
shocked
by
for
their
me to be
physician.
that first black man that they ever seen. It was just
Gastrointestinal
like-
side effects of zinc
and they would
sulfate
touch me
when
and
taken
they're
in
just
large
like, oh
doses
my,
have
like,
included
yeah.
diarrhea, abdominal cramps,
Oh yeah.
and vomiting, usually within 3 to 10 hours of dosing. The symptoms go away soon after
I really
discontinuation,
wish that was Danny's
and
people.
respiratory side effects have included losing sense of smell in patients who use nasal
I
sprays
get right on that
containing zinc.
goddamn bus and
Zinc
find my way to
sulfate may
wherever
be
you are.
taken with food if stomach upset happens. Quinolone or tetracycline antibiotics should be taken 1 hour before or 4 to 6 hours after taking zinc. Zinc can reduce the absorption and action of penicillamine, so zinc supplements should be taken at least 2 hours before or after taking penicillamine. Thiazide diuretics increase urinary zinc excretion by as much as 60%. So the prolonged use of
I'm so not
thiazide
understanding
diuretics
what's going
could
on here.
deplete zinc levels. So healthcare providers should monitor zinc status in patients taking these medications. That's all for this video. Make sure to subscribe.
Oh, I appreciate. Okay, this is what more like me.
There are two actions that zinc has upon the body to influence testosterone, and I think that all guys really need to be paying attention to it. But some of the lowest hanging fruit, and there's also a lot of misinformation out there, information that's a little bit confusing. Like for example, if you were to go work out right now, lift weights, okay, you would
Thank you
think
so much,
that your
Danny.
level of testosterone in your body would influence what's called the hypertrophic effect, like how much muscle you would build, right? Well, not really. Not quite that simple. It's more so the density of the adrenergic receptors, which we'll talk about. And zinc plays a very big role in that. Zinc has a two-part action to influence testosterone and how the testosterone affects us, especially as males. Let's dive in. I'll cut right to the chase in terms of foods that are rich in zinc. Okay, you've got fish, you've got shellfish, you've got certain like seaweeds and things like that that have zinc. You've got legumes, you've got nuts, things like that. And if you're going to take zinc, I recommend you
I
pair
want
it
some
with
more
selenium,
trail
because if
mix.
your selenium levels end up too high,
Yeah, get my
zinc
trail
levels end up
mix.
too high,
they can impair each other. So just pairing them together is
Hello.
making things a little bit easier. And today's video is sponsored by Thrive Market. So if you're looking
We got
for
17 people in there, what, with 27 likes? That's crazy. And I was about to use the iPad.
So whether you're muscle building, whether you are doing paleo or vegan or whatever,
But I guess
they
not.
have something for you all in one place, and then it gets delivered right to your doorstep. So I use it a lot of times to stock up my pantry. Like if I'm looking for specific like
I just need
keto
you to
baked
tell me
goods,
what's
or
going
maybe
on.
you're
Oh, I
looking
could
for
definitely
gluten-free
do
kind of
this.
like baking stuff. from
Speed
Herbalife,
this
any
up,
things
buddy.
Like that. So that link is down below in the description, and it will save you 25% off your first order, plus give you a free gift since they are such an awesome sponsor on the channel.
Right,
So check
like
them out
that,
after
because
this
it's
video.
only the right
So
to
let's talk
like
about the
everything that
basics
I
of how
watch.
zinc influences testosterone first. Then we'll talk about the adrenergic receptor piece because it's a two-part equation.
I gotta start
In a study
commenting more
published
so I
in
get
Journal
more
of Nutrition, they found
subscribers.
that when people
Man, I hope so too, brother, and I hope yours does as well. If you want people to come to your page, please let me know. I can have that happen.
Research just, I don't know, just knowledge. Knowledge that correlation does not always equal causation. So we can look at that and say, wow, that's pretty interesting, but it doesn't tell me the whole picture. Well, then we look at another piece that shows that zinc supplementation for 6 months in subjects that were deficient in zinc ended up leading to an increase from 8.3 nanomoles of testosterone all the way up to 16 nanomoles testosterone. Okay, so now we see if you're zinc deficient, which very well could be the case for a lot of people, there's definitely a correlation there in terms of total testosterone, serum testosterone. But here's the big problem. Serum testosterone does not always mean anything. Okay?
It's like
You can
orange
go to the
chicken.
doctor and you could have a high level of testosterone, but that
Yo, it really
testosterone
does.
is not biologically active and doing its job, then it's not any good. Now, I'm not talking about just the difference between what's called free and total testosterone. That matters too. Free testosterone is a level that is not bound to what's called sex hormone binding globulin. I don't need to get details there. Okay, that is not what I'm talking about. That is important. But what I'm talking about is what is actually active at the tissue level and active at the
so
receptor
too,
level.
man.
Okay, so
Thank
we
you
know
so much
that
for your
zinc plays a
time.
role in bringing up your testosterone if you're deficient in zinc. But now let's talk about what I opened this video with, which is very intriguing. There's a study that was published in the journal Frontiers of Physiology that demonstrated that the hypertrophic response
This is so annoying. I can't wait for this day to be over.
was not dependent upon
I
testosterone.
don't have to do this
I'm not saying
anymore.
that testosterone levels don't
Shit,
matter,
crack my
but what I am
back.
saying is this study shows that testosterone levels were one thing, but what was more important was the affinity for the adrenergic receptor to accept testosterone. Okay, so what good is testosterone if we don't have it binding to the receptor properly?
Gotcha.
Okay, so you can build lift weights, hope for hypertrophy, hope for that hypertrophic response, but if the receptor cannot receive the testosterone, it doesn't matter if your testosterone is 5 million. It's not going to be able to do its job right. So essentially, these adrenergic receptors mediate the effect, good and bad. They are what we would call sort of a rate-limiting object, or rate-limiting step in this case. Well, good news in the world of zinc here. There was a study that was published in
Yeah,
the
I already
Molecular
finished all my
Pharmacology
work.
that demonstrated
I'm
that
working right
zinc
now.
improved how sensitive the receptor was to testosterone. It improved the affinity of the
That's why
adrenergic
streaming is so
receptor to
amazing. You
testosterone.
can
The other one
work
is
from
this is fascinating because this tells us
your-
that zinc is working in those two pathways. It is
doing
having an
nothing.
effect on actual serum testosterone levels, but then it's also having an effect on the receptor that receives the
That's the
testosterone
fun
level.
part.
Okay, now you've probably heard of like the supplement ZNA before, like zinc, magnesium, acetate. Like that's a popular one. Okay, because of that, and they claim a lot of testosterone effects. I don't necessarily know if the other components are as important as the zinc itself. One thing that we do have to be a little bit skeptical of is,
And I'm
if
just right
we're
now
not
getting
having
knots out my
deficiency in
back.
zinc, are we still going to get a benefit from a zinc supplement?
That's
Okay,
why I'm
one of the
sitting
things
here
I
in the
want to
bed.
caution you on is not to just overload on
It's not
zinc.
that I'm not
Okay,
doing
if you were to
anything. I
go with,
forgot to tell you
say,
that.
100
I
milligrams
didn't tell you
or
guys
200
that.
milligrams of zinc, you can influence copper, you can influence selenium, you can influence other things in the body, other minerals that kind of throw off the axis. It's also very important for testosterone. So one of the things that I would recommend you do is start in
I really don't
small
know how to
10,
sit and
15
not
milligrams
do
zinc
any
increments.
kind
But I
of
think the best thing
like,
you can do is
thing
start
to improve
changing
my
where you
body.
get some of your protein sources
I
from.
can't do it.
Okay, if you're normally getting protein from, say,
So
chicken,
whenever I'm
beef, things like
sitting,
that, rotate
I'm not
it a
really
little bit.
sitting.
Start getting some of your protein from shellfish, okay, from mussels, from clams,
I'm
from
still trying to
shrimp,
work
from
on
lobster,
something,
and it's a
figure
little bit more
something out.
expensive. But the zinc quality and the zinc quantity that's in that is going to be much better than a supplement form because it has other bioavailable sort of supporting nutrients that go with it. Bioavailable is always best. And then if you don't start seeing differences there, then you can start adding in zinc supplementation to the mix. Okay, you don't need to go overboard. It's not worth canceling other minerals out. But the evidence is pretty awesome. I'll see you tomorrow.
No, this is a massage tool, but it does look exactly like a butter knife. I'm hitting pressure points.
that's right.
and it's relieving my like toes and stuff. So I've just been in love with doing it since
Hey folks,
the last like 4 days, 5 days since I got it.
Supplements are worth it.
But it's made my body just recover so quickly. Things that I've been trying to fix, this thing has just fixed it so quick by just pressure points.
I am a competitive bodybuilder. I am a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu
So now I'm like jumping without my shoes on.
Make all the wonderful
It's
things that happen in
crazy.
And if you want to learn about how to eat,
It's
train, and
crazy.
have physique, and
No.
possibly attractive meat, maybe not guaranteed, then give us a subscription, and we'll give you loads of fun. And for those folks that are already subscribed, I have a question for you. Actually, a request.
Yep.
Let's
We
go
know.
and
It's
stop
crazy.
treating adults that wear overalls
Well,
with huge
thank you for being up at 3 a.m. with us,
Personal
with me.
Call me crazy. Let me know in the comments what you think about that.
I
Speaking
really
of crazy,
appreciate it.
what
Alright, so let's see.
What is up, squad? Space Urban Jr. here, and today I have a 20-minute ring circuit for you, something a little different. It was a fun challenge originally that I created for myself. You know, the gym background, I had to let my nature play, and so I wanted to come up with a little ring strength circuit, and honestly, you're going to enjoy this one. It's pretty challenging, but it mixes up some movements, some push, some pull, some static, some core. It's really going to take overall body control, stability, and strength. So if that sounds like a fun challenge that you're up to for just 20 minutes, come on and join me. I have some links in the description. I have my Bali fitness retreat coming up at the end of August, beginning of September. Feel free to check that out and book ASAP. Those spots are filling up
I wish I
quickly,
was on
and we have
shrooms.
limited spaces, so make sure if you want to do that, you join me. We're going to be in Bali, Indonesia, an island of the gods, swimming in waterfalls, hiking,
Each to their
going on
own. What do you
ATV
mean?
rides, paintballing, messing around with some
Oh,
monkeys, going through the
I'm
Balinese
sure.
villages, eating, cooking, massages, relaxing at the pool and partying and working out together with some mindful activities. It's going to be an incredible experience, so make sure that you join. You don't want to miss that. And honestly, I don't want you to miss it either. So check that out in the description below. I got some spots available in my coaching program. If you're ready to take that leap for yourself and you want your fitness to go to the next level, join me.
That's what made me
change your life with a meal plan and a training
more
program that's
comfortable
designed
with
for you to reach your
myself.
body goals and strength. Energy too that you need to get.
You gotta, when you take shrooms, bro, it makes you really have to think about what is really pissing you off or bothering you, and you have to
support yourself.
really come to grips with it.
Right? That's why we're here today. All right, we have a ring circuit, 20 minutes. Can you handle the challenge? I promise you it's not going to be something that you're used to, and I promise you.
And I
if you think,
realized
20 minutes,
that the
I'm
first
pretty
time I
good,
was panicking about it.
we're about to get
The
into
second
this
time I
one.
was
So
just
make
like,
sure you
oh
grab a sweat
shit.
towel, grab a water bottle, and
I don't really
just
care.
maybe do a little
And I haven't done it in like 5 months now.
All right, let's stop playing around. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Alright, nigga, go ahead. I do them this way. So you're supposed to go back. Damn, I get your chest wide the fuck open. That's nasty. Ugh. Good for you, bro. No, I do them that way. Yeah, I do them right. They kind of force you that way because when you, yeah. I just gotta stand more straight up. She's got a great lower back. I don't have a lower back yet. If we all go back to the moon right now. Amen. You are right. Definitely right. I see the moon all day too. Have a good one, man. I will. You too. I'm just looking up more ring workouts. Been on the rings the last couple weeks. Well, what, last month? Since I got them. I love the rings. okay. I can see some other stuff to do. Okay. Oh man, I appreciate the sub, Dan. You really are amazing. Came through within 10 minutes. He was like, I made the sub, I'm out. Appreciate you, man. You're a great man. I really appreciate it. Make sure you watch some of those shorts for me. I'm trying to get up to 10 million views. 10 million. I said that. I know how to get there. Just got to do the work. This feels so good. You know, listen, it's about being as strong as you can be with what you have, and you're doing it, and it's an inspiration. That's amazing, man. Keep going. Briefs are allowed on YouTube. I understand that, but I don't want to do that. I will someday. I'm in somebody else's house, you know what I'm saying? If I had my own house, I would do it. I'll be in my drawers all the time then. I should have done this when I was in my own spot. This feels so good. I should go to the gyms and do like machines. I already did. I gotta do leg extensions. Do some more calf leg curls. Get these legs right. As long as I can move 200 pounds, I'm good. Then I feel like I'm stable. If I can move 200 pounds with my body, my lower body, then I feel like I can start jumping, really. I'm almost there. I'm at like 150 in a real week.
Another dollar. Thank the Lord for another 20. Oh, God.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This week we are going to talk about everything narcissism.
Let's see.
Once upon a time, there was a group by the name of G-Unit. Hey, look, it's 50 Cent. Stay focused, though. We're not talking
What's
about
up?
him right now. We're talking about this guy, Young Buck. See, Young Buck had a problem. One day, that chain he has on his neck got stolen. Oh, no big deal. Something stupid. It was a huge deal. See, back in the 2000s, G-Unit was a very popular group, especially in the streets. Why? Because, listen closely, they based their reputation on being tough street individuals. You know what you can't do in the streets? Get your chain snatched. Think about it. It means someone got close enough to you to take your chain. It's not a good look. Knowing all this, 50 Cent told the members of his group, after you finish performing a show, go straight to the hotel. Listen, okay. So Young Buck finishes a show in Chicago. He says, okay, 50 Cent said stay at home. His friend said, huh? You a member of G-Unit and you said stay at home with that beautiful chain? Young Buck said, I don't like how you said that, but yeah. Friend said,
Oh, thank you, Randolph. Anthony, you're amazing as well. Jay, welcome back.
He comes back, but this time Young Buck is asleep.
No, I'm not sleeping. I'm over here. That's fine. No, I'm watching this thing on YouTube real quick. He's not on my back.
At the door. The bouncer says, nobody is allowed entry. Whoa, is that a G-Unit team? You're allowed entry. DT says, don't mind if I do. The bouncer says, and what about your friends? DT says, who? Since DT got in so easily, some dudes who I assume look like this noticed. DT says, bouncer, I don't know them. Bouncer? Oh, the bouncer was gone. Cause them folk brought out that. They said, hand over the cane, buddy. Now, to DK's credit, he said absolutely. They bring out another really big. They said, huh? He said, huh? What? I said, absolutely. He picked the chain. He then goes home, goes to sleep. Next morning, he hits up his friend Young Buck. He said, boy, them folk took your chain. Young Buck goes, oh no. But he wasn't worried because his chain got taken. He was worried because who we have to tell. The boss of G-Unit, 50 Cent, who is known to be very unpredictable. Young Buck explains the whole situation to 50 Cent. 50 Cent says, okay, let me talk to your friend D-Tay. Gives him the phone. D-Tay says, 50 Cent? 50 Cent says, this is he. I just want to say I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad nothing happened to you. Give the phone back to Young Buck. D-Tay gives the phone back. Young Buck says, you're a great guy. 50 says, shut up. Your friend is off the tour. And I better not hear anyone from G-Unit speaking to that man. Young Buck says, D-Tay, you off the tour. What else? 50 Cent says, get the chain back before anyone finds out it was taken. And too late, because the people who took the chain started doing interviews. On the detail of how they took the chain. How do you think I know how to do
Well, not
chain?
even. I haven't worked on my chest in months.
He said,
For
hey,
years.
how do I get the chain back? They said, I got the video on a few $1,000s.
It's just
Hey,
dips,
they
bro.
now they want a few thousand more. Well, hands up. He said, oh, they scamming me. Oh, and they were scamming him. In fact, they were trying to sell the chain to the highest bidder. Things got so messy that the biggest kingpins in Chicago got involved, including the Flores twins, El Chapo's biggest distributors in the United States. They were offered the chain, but they recognized it. And according to 50 Cent and a few other people said, we are going to stop sales in Chicago until 50 Cent gets his chain back. I don't know if you know anything about El Chapo and his Sinaloa cartel, but you don't want to cross them. So 50 Cent gets the chain back immediately. Now, this probably sounds ridiculous to you, but you got to understand, 50 Cent was probably one of the biggest artists in the world at this point. So it's not impossible for members of the cartel to think, oh, if I help 50 Cent now, he'll help me later. And well, it paid off, because after the twins got El Chapo locked up, that's a story for another day. They get locked up, they get released. 50 Cent helped him produce a podcast. Anyway, what are we talking about? Don't wear fake chains to the projects. I forgot to tell you the chain was fake. He gave him fake chains.
He gave him fake chains. I would too. Them niggas is stupid.
What's going on, man? It's your big brother, Train Genius. You tuned in again to another exclusive video. When I say exclusive, I mean this video is exclusive. It took me a while to figure this out.
I'm gonna listen to what this nigga said.
It's out for you. Okay, but if you've been subscribed to my channel, you already know I've been.
Oh, you seriously sit here watching this?
Right?
Yeah, I was doing something. I'm sorry.
Economy. All right.
Oh man.
You're probably struggling financially. You know, if you're watching me right now, or if you're watching this video, I know you need some money in your pocket. Okay, and so I know a lot of y'all didn't buy my money.
I'm not the most religious man.
Hey, what's up, guys? So doing today with you? That's Cardi
I'm
B.
voting for whoever sounds the best the day of the day. I woke up there. The second that I woke up there.
Allegedly got into a fight with Offset's mama and also got another baby on the way. Now listen, I don't think Cardi B's business like that, so I don't know whether that is true or not. However, I will say, and I also said, I don't think Offset's mom will be as low down as like a heavily pregnant woman. However, the thing people are saying is this alleged argument, like whatever you want to call it, happened way back in the past.
What is it? Okay. Damn. Okay, what happened to this dude?
Do you remember the Great Khali? He was one of the tallest guys to ever step into a WWE ring, standing at 7 feet tall, and was a force to be reckoned with. However, he couldn't speak English and had trouble bending his knees, which is pretty important for a wrestler. So what happened to this legend? How did he go from being a main event guy to kissing different women for laughs and then disappearing from the spotlight? Let's find out what the Punjabi Playboy is up to these days and uncover
He
what
couldn't bend his knees because he ain't got no fucking strength in him.
From the main event guy to a joke. It was no doubt that the Great Khali superstar that shook the WWE roster during the early 2000s. When Great Khali joined the WWE, he was a
muscle in
huge
his
star,
body
literally
other than
and
his
physique.
upper.
Fans loved his massive size and strength. He dominated the WWE roster and even won a championship title match. Despite his initial success, the Great Khali's journey in WWE had its challenges over time. Fans started to see Khali as more of a novelty act than a skilled wrestler. In his later years with the WWE, he used for comedic effect. He'd appear in silly segments and storylines, making fans laugh
He really
and cheer for his wrestling
no
skills. In 2008, WWE decided to change his on-screen
That's
persona
crazy.
drastically, transforming him from a feared competitor into the Punjabi Playboy. This new character involved Khali inviting women from the live audience to the ring for a kiss in a segment known as the Khali Kiss Cam. This transformation marked a significant shift in Khali's career. Once a dominant main eventer, he was now used primarily for comic relief. His contract with WWE was due to expire in 2008, and during renewal negotiations, Khali demanded a substantial pay increase. He claimed that his pay was 4 to 10 times higher than other performers and included perks like a car and pickups. WWE, feeling Khali had become too demanding, decided to
You
diminish
never
his pay
know until
before
you walk
letting
in
him
there.
go.
Yeah,
The
listen, I
Playboy
would never
character was
want to.
part of this
I'm
strategy.
sorry.
However, Khali saw this as an opportunity. He embraced the new character and turned it into a money-making venture. He believed
would never watch
WWE's
it. I'm
attempt to
so
make him
sorry.
relevant backfired, as the Khali Kiss Cam segment became a talking point among fans. Khali's positive outlook allowed him to make the most of the situation. The first Kiss Cam segment aired on SmackDown and was met with curiosity and excitement. Fans were eager to see this new side of Khali, and the segment quickly became popular. Accompanied by his manager and translator, Ranjan Singh, Khali would scan the crowd, point to a lucky lady, and invite her to the ring. Singh hyped up the moment, translated Khali's words, and adding to the spectacle. In one memorable Kiss Cam segment, Ranjan Singh couldn't decide
That's
which
how
one
they
won,
know.
so he chose plus-size ladies from the audience and declared that the Great Khali would take the bow, emphasizing that he's hardcore. The crowd erupted cheers as Great Khali planted gentle kisses on the lips of both women. Another iconic moment took place on October 31st, 2008, during a special Halloween-themed show. The Great Khali and Singh entered the ring in festive costumes, with Singh as a vampire and the Great Khali dressed in a Dracula cape. The playful atmosphere set the stage for a minute. The Great Khali selected a woman dressed as a witch from the audience, and the two shared a playful kiss, complete with Khali's exaggerated Dracula impression. The crowd's laughter and applause echoed throughout the arena. One of the most surprising Kiss Cam moments, the Kiss Cam didn't involve just the audience. The Great Khali hosted the Kiss Cam on Monday Night Raw, which ended with the gigantic wrestler locking lips with the ring announcer Lillian Garcia. The unpredictability of the Kiss Cam segments indeed kept fans on the edge of their seats, and it entertained them. On one occasion, the Great Khali selected a woman who turned out to be a plant, leading to a comedic twist where she playfully rejected his kiss, only to change her mind moments later. However, Khali's Kiss Cam received negative attention in India, especially from his wife, Harminder Kaur. He later had other significant challenges with WWE, including rampant racism. In an interview with Hemant Gairola for Youth Ki Awaz, Khali revealed the extent of the racism he experienced in WWE, which he claimed was far more prevalent than in India. He recounted how WWE's portrayal of India in storylines was often regressive and offensive. One such storyline involved an NRI wrestler named Jinder Mahal, who would slap Khali around and insult him. The storyline suggested that Mahal was married to Khali's sister and threatened to desert her if Khali didn't obey him. This portrayal of India left many fans in India scandalized and alienated. Despite these challenges, Khali remained loyal to WWE. He never considered jumping ship to another wrestling promotion. He was clear that as long as he wrestled, it would be with WWE. However, Khali's journey in the WWE was not without its tragedies. In 2001, during a training session at APW, Khali was involved in a tragic accident that resulted in the death of a fellow wrestler.
Thank you so much, Randall.
A promising young talent suffered a fatal injury while taking a move from Khali. The incident was a devastating blow to Khali and the wrestling community.
No, you're good. Talk as much as you want.
Which contributed to the
Speak as much as you
The
want.
accident was a heartbreaking moment for everyone at APW. Brian was a talented wrestler with a
Nice to
bright
meet
future
you as
ahead.
well,
Khali was
Carlos.
deeply affected by the incident. Despite the tragedy, Khali persevered. He continued to train and improve
I feel
his
like
skills, determined to honor the memory of Brian Ong by becoming the best wrestler he could be. No charges were filed against the Great Khali, but the wrestling promotion was found liable and ordered to pay Ong's family over $1 million in damages. While the Great Khali's rise to fame in WWE was filled with triumphs and controversies, his journey was also marked by significant health challenges and struggles. The physical demands of professional wrestling took a toll on Khali's body, and he faced numerous injuries throughout his career that impacted his performance and longevity in the ring. One of the most severe injuries Khali suffered was a torn ACL. This injury is particularly debilitating for any athlete, but for someone of Khali's size, the recovery process was even more challenging. The torn ACL required surgery and extensive rehabilitation, forcing Khali to take a hiatus from wrestling. The injury not only affected his physical capabilities, but also posed a significant mental challenge as he worked tirelessly to regain his strength and mobility. However, the most shocking and career-altering injury occurred on February 26, 2016, during a Continental Wrestling Entertainment CWE show in Haldwani, Uttarakhand. Khali was participating in the first show of the Great Khali Return series when he suffered a severe head injury while fighting against foreign wrestlers Mike Knox and Brody Steele at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stage. The injury was so severe that Khali had to be airlifted from Haldwani to a specialty hospital in Dehradun. He received 7 stitches on his head and was kept under observation for potential chest injuries.
crazy.
The doctors conducted several tests to determine the extent of his injuries.
They were
Khali
jealous.
remained under close medical supervision. This incident was a turning point in Khali's career, as it showed the physical risks that wrestlers face every time they step into the ring. The head injury forced Khali to take an extended break from wrestling to focus on his recovery. The road to recovery was long and arduous, filled with physical therapy and medical treatments. The injury not only affected Khali's ability to perform in the ring, but also had a profound impact on his overall health and well-being. Despite these challenges, Khali's resilience and determination never wavered. His health issues and declining physical condition made it difficult for him to compete at the highest level. In 2014, news broke that WWE had decided not to renew Khali's contract. This decision was reportedly due to creative differences and Khali's desire to prioritize his health. After nearly 9 years with the company, Khali's departure marked the
Thank
end
you
of
so
an era.
much.
He was also involved in various tag team matches and multi-man bouts, where his limited mobility could be compensated by his partners. Khali's presence in these matches still added a sense of spectacle, as his sheer size and strength remained awe-inspiring. On April 27, 2018, at the greatest Royal
Oh, I thought he had knee problems before.
chapter of Khali's
He still didn't move really well
Entering the match
before.
at number 45, the anticipation was palpable. The arena erupted as the towering giant made his way to the ring, a moment that would be etched in the memories of fans forever. Sadly, Khali's time in the ring was brief, lasting less than a minute. He was eliminated by Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. The sudden elimination left fans stunned, marking the end of an era for the Punjabi giant in WWE. Khali's exit from WWE was met with mixed emotions. While some fans were saddened by his departure, others understood the necessity of prioritizing his health and well-being and applauded the impact of the Punjabi Giant in the WWE Universe. The rise of the Punjabi Giant. Dalip Singh Rana, known globally as the Great Kali, was born on August 27, 1972, in the small village of Duraina in Himachal Pradesh, India. Growing up in a family with limited means, Kali's early life was marked by hardship and struggle. He was one of 7 siblings, and his towering height and large frame set him apart from a young age. However, his size was not always an advantage in a country where resources were scarce, and Kali had to work hard.
32 likes, man. You guys are great.
Began unexpectedly. As a young man, he worked as a
Super,
laborer,
no, you're
carrying heavy
super.
loads and performing physically demanding tasks. His life took a dramatic turn when he was discovered by a Punjab police officer who saw potential in his immense size and strength. This chance encounter led Kali to join
Man,
the
good
Punjab
for you.
Police, where he continued
Shit,
to
I would
develop his
cry.
physique
I
and
would
hone
bicker
his
and
physical
cry
ability.
as
While
fuck. I
serving in
would
the
put.
Punjab Police, Kali's dedication to fitness and bodybuilding caught the attention of wrestling promoters. His impressive stature and disciplined work ethic made him a prime candidate for professional wrestling. In 2000, Kali made his professional wrestling debut in All Pro Wrestling, APW, in the United States. This marked the beginning of his journey into the world of sports entertainment. Kali's early wrestling career was learning and adaptation. He faced numerous challenges, including language barriers and cultural differences. Despite these obstacles, Kali's determination and perseverance showed. He trained rigorously, learning the intricacies of wrestling and developed.
There you go outside. Well, where are we at? 49%. All right. I should probably make that better, but who cares? I do. Dark, very dark, just damn no see here. Damn, tomorrow's Friday already. Alright. Do me a favor. I started my other live. I'm gonna use the iPad. It's going to jump over there on that side. Over there. I'll wait till everybody finds it over here.
This year, you see me getting ready for the Olympia '99. Actually, I'm about 4
Everybody's
weeks
looking
out,
at
and I'm being taped by Mitsuo Kabe at the Powerhouse from LA in Southern California. This is my 6th Mr. Olympia celebration, and so far I've been competing in over 45 pro shows since 1990. I turned 1990 pro in Helsinki, Finland. I came my first pro show in 8th grade, and the winner of this show was at that time Mo Benaziza. And from 1990 on, I've been still competing actually every year. And so far, I won the Night of Champions 95, which is the 3rd highest title in bodybuilding. I won the Alliance Classic 1999, this year in March. After 2 attempts, last year I was second. So finally, I won this year the Alliance Classic. It's actually the World Championships, Professional World Championships in bodybuilding. And I came also second at the Mr. Olympia. This was 97. I was close, but not
trying to get
there.
everybody
So still, the
onto
Mr.
this,
Olympia title is missing.
onto my
I see
iPad.
myself always as a top contender
So
for
if we
this
can
highest
get,
title in bodybuilding.
well, you know what?
And
I'm gonna
this
shut this
being
one
on
off
stage,
so I can have everybody go to the iPad. So
I actually
you'll
started
understand
training
which
in
one's on live.
1983,
I'm gonna holler at you guys
before being ready
over
for
here.
And
Alright,
now
I'm on just 2
33 years
lives
old.
right now. I'm
My
gonna
body
turn
weight
this one off
was about
so I can go to this
85
one.
kilos when I started training.
Alright, love you
And
guys.